And now back to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Get your bids in on the First National board right now, okay? The number is on your screen, 651-4848. I myself have bid on a couple of items this time during the action auction, and I lost out. So do make your bids high, and anything over the minimum, of course, is tax deductible. Right now, City Councilman from Montgomery, please welcome Gene McCracken at the Bank One board.
Thanks, Janine. Let's take a look at our Bank One board. I think we need some help. Now back to Janine at the Southern Ohio podium.
Thank you, Gene. Get your bids in, 651-4848. We have a couple of thank yous to pass along right now. WCET would like to express their deepest gratitude to the Cincinnati Editors Association for their assistance in writing copy on all the 1982 action auction table items. Also, the auction thanks Budget Rent-A-Truck of Cincinnati for the use of a van to help with auction item pickups. And right now I'd like to introduce to you Dorothea, right? Is that correct? Dorothea Schrader from Montgomery.
Good evening, thank you.
3730. It's a pottery vase. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorothea. Thank you, Dorothea, on the Montgomery board. Get your bids in on that at 651-4848. We'll be back to recap and sell that just a little bit later. Okay? Right now, we'd like to go over to Ron Wilson, who will take a look at some of the items on the WNOP board. Ron?
Thank you very much, Janine. A reminder, the first half of the WNOP board will be sold by...
Item number 438, a copter run from Cincinnati Airways Incorporated. The value, $380. You'll be on top of the traffic situation, literally, reporting those Signal 24s on I-75 as a passenger in WLW's traffic helicopter during a Copter 7 traffic report. It's a 2-hour ride that'll give you a bird's eye view of the Queen City. The current bid is... Item number 7643, River Downs passes from River Downs. The value, $690. Come on down to River Downs for racing enjoyment with 2-season clubhouse passes. Season begins April 24th, 6 days per week through Labor Day. That's 115 days of thoroughbred action. Here's the latest bid. Item number 908, a wedding photography package from Shillito's Rob Paris Studios, valued at $308. Your wedding will be photographed for up to 3 hours, including 50 to 60 3.5 by 5-inch color previews, a bridal album in your choice of color with 12 8x10 color prints, plus a mini album containing 25 prints. And as a special bonus, Rob Paris Studios is offering an 11 by 14-inch print in the new canvas finish from this memorable event. The current bid is...
Item number 948, Watch and Chain, donated by Raj Chambray.
Okay, we're going to show you the second half a little bit later, but get your bids in now. Let's now return to Janine at the Southern Ohio Bank podium.
Thank you, Ron. We have a lot of people here at the action auction. We not only have the people you see on camera, the MCs, and the auctioneers, but we also have a lot of people behind the scenes who work very hard to make this come off every year and make some money for WCET so they can continue to bring you the fine programming that you're used to. We have a lot of people back here. We have the people on the camera. Of course, we have all the people answering the phones, and why don't you all give yourself a hand? If we didn't have the people answering the phones, this wouldn't be possible at all. If your kids watch Sesame Street or have grown up with Sesame Street, then it's well worth your while to just, you know, call in and bid a couple of dollars, bid some money on these items to ensure that this programming does stay on the air. Now we'd like to go back to Tom Brinkmoller at the First National Bank Board, and he's going to recap and sell the board. Tom?
Okay, we are recapping the First National Board, and the first item is Dear Little Naughty. Who could say no to Naughty, but she's only up to $68 now. Her value is $125. Start the clock, and now back to the Southern Ohio podium.
Thank you, Tom. Tom's going to run to the nearest phone booth and try to get his bid in on those close associates up there. We have a few thanks to pass along. By the way, get your bids in 651-4848. WCET would like to extend their thanks to the National Association of Accountants for donating their time as volunteer workers at our pickup and pay station. It's a real hectic job, and we really appreciate their efforts, so thanks goes out to them. And I ask you, where's the best corned beef in town? Well, of course, at Izzy Cadez, that's where. And we'd like to thank Izzy for the great food trays this year. And TV 48 wishes to thank the Berman Printing Company for printing 3,000 invitations for the auction preview party. Right now, we'd like to go over to a brand new board to Nancy Klinger, who is the president of the Anderson Women's Club, and she's at the Mount Washington Anderson Township Board. Nancy?
Okay, thank you. Hello, everybody in Anderson and Mount Washington. Let's get toboggan 7815 from Judge Nadel. Item 6750. You'll be prepared to take pictures anytime, any place with this Polaroid Supercolor Sonar Autofocus camera. Focuses automatically even in total darkness from 3 feet to infinity. You can shoot a picture every 1.5 seconds. Donor anonymous, $75 value, minimum bid $23 for number 6750.
You have 3 minutes to bid on the Montgomery board at 651-4848. We have a couple of more thank yous to pass along this evening. When you see the bid slips being used during the action auction this year, you're seeing the donation of the Cincinnati Financial Corporation, and we would like to thank them. Also, WCET wishes to thank Coopers and Lybrand for their cash donation to this year's 1982 action auction. And finally, WCET wishes to thank Payco Products Incorporated for their cash donation to the 1982 action auction as well. Right now, we'd like to go over to the La Rosa's board and a lady that is a general volunteer and just does a ton of things for the action auction, and everybody really appreciates her. Would you please welcome Lois Watson?
Thank you very much.
Item number 4097, a wedding videotape from Rob Harris Shillitoes. The value $350. The area's foremost wedding photographer is now offering wedding video service. This package includes 4 hours of service, including supplies, equipment, and photographer. High bidder will be one of the very first to take advantage of this service, offered to Cincinnati residents for the first time right here on the action auction. Here's the current high bid. Item number 8391, a Tri-County Gap shopping spree donated by the Gap stores. The value $300. Here are 15 $20 gift certificates to enable the high bidder to fall into the Gap at Tri-County Shopping Center and choose from the Gap's wide inventory of sporty shirts, jeans, slacks, and other items. Total value $300 worth of merchandise at the Tri-County Gap store. Here's the latest high bid. Item number 16073, On TV rental from On TV. The value $307. On TV is the premium home entertainment service that brings subscribers over 500 new events a year, including movies, sports, and concerts in the comfort of your home, all uncut and with no commercial interruptions. This item provides On TV installation plus 1 year of free basic service to the lucky bidder. On Plus service is not included. Here's the latest bid.
You have 3 minutes at 651-4848. And I've had a great time doing this. That's it for me. I'm Janine Coyle from Q102, and I would like to introduce to you brand new MC for the 9 to 10 hour. Please welcome from P&G, Mr. Ashley Stevens.
Thank you, Janine. When they gave me this slot, they didn't tell me I'd have to follow Janine and try and sustain that interest. Great job. She's got an hour to get over to Q102 and get on the air. Okay, this is TV 48 to W.